Okay, this is Hap ready to start his first track, and he's just on a simple harness. You want a harness, ultimately, you want the dog to be able to pull down the track. So you want a non-restrictive harness, something that the dog will feel comfortable pulling in. And that's hard for a lot of people who've spent a lot of time training their dog not to pull. But for tracking, ultimately you want some tension on that harness and something that's not going to inhibit the dog from pulling. Okay, and we'll start the track in just a second. Okay, we're about to start laying Hap's very first track. And so Sherry is putting a flag to mark the beginning, and she dropped an article. And then for a dog Hap's size, about every 2 steps, she's going to place another little nice, yummy dog treat. And it doesn't have to be big because your dog's going to be getting a lot of these. So just a tiny little treat. And she's going to go out about 15 yards or so. And you can see she's carrying a glove, so that's the final article that's going to have her scent on it. And now she's going to put her article down, and she's going to put a big bunch of treats under the article, so that when the dog gets there, he's going to be very excited to find all those treats. But he's also going to have to paw at or move the article around a little bit in order to get to them. And then Sherry continues on in a straight line for a ways past the article, so that she's not dropping the article and then making a sharp turn in her scent right there. And you'll notice where she's walking back, she's staying a good 20 or so, 15 or 20 yards away from the track that she laid. So she's not putting extra scent going in a different direction on the actual track. And in a minute, we'll give Hap a chance to see if he can follow that track. And this is just a couple minutes after Sherry laid the track. And we're going to now start Hap on his very first track. So Sherry led him up to the flag. And you can see Hap has no idea what his job is at this point, and that's perfectly normal.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
And so Sherry is basically showing him that there's good stuff on the ground if he just puts his nose down and looks for it. And that's all we're trying to do on this first track, is just teach the dog that there's good stuff to look for out there. And you can see she's right behind Hap. She's not giving him a lot of room to maneuver around. She's keeping him right on the track. Eventually, she'll want to be about 20 feet behind him, but that comes later. For now, we just want to help the dog be successful getting down that track. And every time he veers off, she just gently guides him back, shows him where the food is.
Yes, good boy. Good boy, good track. Good track. Yes, good boy. Down, down. Yay, what a good track. That was so
And now he's found his article, and so she's having him lie down at the article, so that right from the beginning we're establishing a pattern of, when you get to the article, you want to show me where that article is, and the way he's going to show her is to lie down on it.
good boy.
So now here's Hap and Sherry approaching the start of their track,
Good down.
and she has him lie down right from the beginning,
Good boy.
so that he has a clear signal that this is the beginning of his track.
Good Good boy. Good track.
And here he is. He laid down to get his piece of food, and that's fine. He won't do that forever.
Oh, good boy. Good track. Yes, this track.
And you can see Sherry just gives him a little help there. At this point, he really doesn't know what the point of the game is. So
Come on, this track.
when he gets off the track, she's going to help him out a little bit.
Good track. Good boy.
She's keeping a really, really short lead on him at this point, so he can't get too far off the track or get tangled in the lead. She's just basically at this point guiding him down. But he's learning that as he stays near where the scent of the track is, there are yummy treats out there. And you can see he's already starting to put his nose down and look for the treats a little bit.
Yes, good track. Good track.
You can also see that Sherry's just letting the line drag behind her. This is really important for later on. You don't want to be trying to organize the line. And there he is. He just found his article. She had him lie down. That's a habit we want to establish, that when he gets to his article, he's going to indicate that he found it. And a common way to indicate is to have the dog lay down. Yay! Good job, Hap. This is now Hap's third track. So
Yes,
again,
good
she's
down.
going to have him lie down at the start just to be part of their signal that this is going to work now.
Yes.
And you can see he's already starting to pull out a little bit ahead.
Good boy. Good track. Good boy. Good track.
And he's probably even skipping over a little bit of food because he's already understanding that there's good stuff ahead. And you can see Sherry's letting him pull out ahead. She's not guiding him nearly as much as she was even on the first track. But she also doesn't let him wander too far off. When he needs help getting back on task, she helps him. And again, she's just letting the rest of the line drag behind her. Eventually,
Good track.
she'll be back anywhere from 20 to 40 feet behind Hap. But for now, she's just up there helping him when he needs it. And the rest of the line drags behind. And there he goes. Found his article and he's going to lie down on it. And a big party and lots of praise and lots of treats on that final article, because that's what he wants to find.